of the Spirit's not a coconut. Fruit of the Spirit's not a coconut. If you wanna be a coconut, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a banana. The fruit of the Spirit's not a banana. You wanna be a banana? You might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a watermelon. The fruit of the Spirit's not a watermelon. If you wanna be a watermelon, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a lemon. The fruit of the Spirit's not a lemon. If you wanna be a lemon, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a cherry. The fruit of the Spirit's not a cherry. If you wanna be a cherry, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Okay, everybody knows that grapes come in bunches, so everybody get in big bunches. The fruit of the Spirit's not a grape. The fruit of the Spirit's not a grape. You wanna be a grape, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. The fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control.
lift you up with songs of freedom. Forever we're changed because of your love.
Picture yourself on an evening walk. There's a light breeze, the birds are chirping, everything is perfect. And then on the side of the road, you notice a man who is beaten and bloodied. Do you stop and help him, or do you continue on your way? This is the very scene that Jesus sets as he tells a story about a good Samaritan. The story centers on a man who was attacked by robbers and then left for dead. Then two religious men happen to come upon this man as they walk down the road. Both of them, a Levite and a priest, continue on their busy way and leave the man there. A third man, a Samaritan, stops, has compassion. He bandages the man's wounds, takes him to an inn, and then pays for him to stay there until he is better. So which of these three was the hurt man's neighbor? The answer is obvious, the Good Samaritan. But the answer is also challenging. How often do we ignore the needs of others because we think that we are too busy, or we think that someone else will be there to help? Our prayer is that God would use this lesson to encourage you and your class to be the hands and feet of Jesus. Would we Christians always be on the front lines of helping others?
Once upon a time, there was a Jewish man on a dangerous journey. He was on his way to Jericho from Jerusalem. His journey took him through winding mountain passes and desert trails. It was beautiful but treacherous at the same time. This popular road was known through the region to be a hideout for robbers who would many times attack and kill their victims. And that's exactly what happened to this poor man. He was riding nervously and quietly through the pass when suddenly a group of robbers jumped from the rocks and surrounded him. They rushed toward him, knocked him down, beat him up, and stole all his possessions. Snickering with glee, they ran away to their secret hideout. They left the man to die in the withering desert sun. This was a popular road, so the robbers knew more victims would be traveling this road. For them, this meant more robbing and stealing. The man lay there dying, praying that someone would come and rescue him. He heard the muttering of prayers and pious language. A priest was coming and would rescue him. But as the priest came into sight, he did something strange. He pretended to not even see the injured man. In fact, he passed by on the other side of the road. Then, as the injured man was losing hope, he was awoken by the sound of footsteps. He lifted his head and saw another man journeying through the mountain pass. This man was a temple assistant. Finally, a rescuer. Imagine the man's grief when this man too passed right by him without so much as a sniff. Then something extraordinary happened. A despised Samaritan passed by the injured man. Samaritans were disliked by Jews, so the injured man knew that this Samaritan would most likely ignore him too. But to his surprise, the Samaritan came to his rescue. He cleaned the man's wounds, bandaged them up, put the man on his donkey, and helped him to the nearest town. There, he gave an innkeeper a generous amount of money to spend on the man to keep him well. "If I need to pay any more, just tell me when I get back," he told the innkeeper. Jesus told this parable to explain the importance of love. God is not interested in our worship or works if it is not filled with love. To truly worship God is to truly love your neighbor, even if it is someone you don't really like.